Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Tío Gary. Do I speak Spanish? Only certain parts of my body. Ask my Hispanic mixed son. Now, I'd like to give a big shout out to New Level Performance, 105 SoCal, and AR Performance for providing this beautiful F-150 because they didn't have to trust me with this. They keep giving me these high value vehicles and I don't know why. My street credit is great, but my real credit is bad. Experian, Credit Karma, y'all can eat a dick, but listen, my street credit, listen. I might pull a Bentley out. I might pull out an F-40 for the one time. I might pull out a boat for the one time. But the point of this, we got the F-50 for the one time. Did I f that up? Yes, because this is the Mexican GTR and I'm explaining to you right now. Now, you may be saying, Gary, why are you so insensitive? Listen, studies show, AKA me looking at everybody in one of these trucks, is usually a large Hispanic gentleman driving this, a kid with a goofy ass haircut, or a dude about his business. Now, the F-150 has been the pinnacle of America for the longest time ever. When I say the pinnacle, this is one of the best selling vehicles that America has ever made, and that is in America. This is the backbone of society, the work truck, the F-150. You got a truck, you can get a fridge, you can get your mama's lawnmower, you can get your grandma's sofa. Hell, you can get a couple of fat bitches at the motherfucking Pico Rivera Sports Arena. I ain't never been there because when I tried to go there, I got pressed once and they're like, where you from in Spanish? I don't speak Spanish, so I said, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Almost got my ass beat. Don't do that. Listen, my 5th grade Spanish teacher, you sent me up for a mission because I was about to get my ass beat by the fucking Florencia and I did not want those fucking problems.
What the you looking at, son?
Nothing hot. But the point being is the F-150 is the most valuable truck that I've ever driven and that I've ever witnessed. And what I mean by that, something about this truck talks to me like Jordans talk to black people. It's just the simple fact that it gives you everything you need. 400 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque. But you're like, huh, those numbers are little. But let me break it down to you. It's 410 foot-pounds of torque. In the review, I get to mess up. You know why? Because this is my fucking review. This ain't Discovery. This ain't Motor Trend. This ain't one of those other goofy automotive channels. This my cello, and I'll do what I want. And if those numbers seem low, let me break it down to you. This Coyote engine with this 10-speed transmission and the rear-wheel drive is a combination for havoc. What do you mean by that? Usually when you get a truck, you think about gas mileage because you're like, oh, it gets poor gas mileage. A 10-speed transmission. Let me break it down to you. Back in the day, you probably have, I don't know what kind of speeds. I'd ask my roommate, but he kind of slurring right now. But the point is that you usually get an 8-speed, you get a 6-speed, or you get some type of automatic speed. But with 10 speeds, it allows you to shift through the transmission good enough to where you get great gas mileage. Not only do you get great gas mileage, you get the best, and this is coming out my black ass mouth, the best modern V8 you could ever have. I'm sorry, LS. I'm sorry, Hemi. I'm sorry, 1UZs, 3UZs, all that other bullshit. Yes, the pushrod engine is barbaric, and what Ford decided to do is give you a dual overhead cam 5-liter V8, which is capable of 1,000 horsepower. And when I say 1,000 horsepower, I mean it. Filming my years of this versus that, anybody that brought a truck like this, there's two things. You were either a liar or you were fast as I seen a single cab F-150 built by my boy AR Performance beat Rob Dom. They had to put that thing in full unicorn kill mode just so he wouldn't get embarrassed. Now, if you want me to break this down, the base model F-150 5-liter 10-speed is only really $30,000. You can find a single cab for $30,000, and you're like, $30,000, what are they doing? Remember, this is a work truck. The number one thing Ford wants to do is get these into the hands of the people of the working force. And I hate to say it, drifting, all those other sports that we love can't compare to something like this, because number one thing you will always see in a parking lot, at the Home Depot parking lot, Lowe's parking lot, the sports arena, the Coup de Sal, or even the Pantheon at the goddamn Saddle Ranch, you're always going to see an F-150. And no matter how you look at it, how matter you dice it, you can't really beat the price per horsepower. $30,000, you got a homie that's kind of mechanically inclined, you get another $10,000, you essentially built this. This is a over 600 horsepower whipple-supercharged F-150 extended cab short bed. That's a lot of words to say because I pulled that out my ass because I'm that damn good. All you other automotive reviewers out there talking out your ass because you got a brochure. You can put me in the jungle with the beep beeps and the meat beeps and I'm gonna review a teak boat. It don't matter. The point of this truck is you buy a truck that you want to last. And this is the number one thing when I tell anybody when you buy something, look what's around you. You'll always see an old F-150, you'll always see a Lightning, and you'll always see a 250, 350, 550. Shit, 50 Cent, Lakers in 5. It don't matter, you're gonna see one of these bad boys no matter where you go. And the coolest thing about this, and I hate to say it, the Coyote engine is reliable, and it's a Ford. Is Ford good at making performance vehicles? No. Let's be honest. They're good at making basic vehicles for the everyday person, but when the everyday person wants to get to the performance standards, you get this essentially, and you make it what you want to make it. Yes, you got Raptors, you got Raptor Rs, you got Lightnings, you got Frightenings, you got everything under the sun, but when you really want to just spend 30 G's and another couple of 10 G's and spend under 50 to have fun all day, what are you going to buy? The F-150. Now, I've talked enough about this truck. We need to see what's under the hood that powers this marvelous blue beast. Now, usually from factory, these trucks only make 400 horsepower. Now, with this 2.9 liter Whipple supercharger, it is now capable of over 600 horsepower. And trust me, this engine still has a lot more beating to go. Mind you, I've seen with my eyes just bolt-ons make 1,000. And it's crazy to think that in the modern age, you can make 1,000 horsepower on an unopened engine. Now, let's take a look at the rest of the truck. Now, not to sound trucksis or however you want to say it, I'm not being biased because the F-150 and Fords are my favorite truck. It's just the fact that Ford kept it simple. You see this nice stylish grille, the cowl hood scoop that's aftermarket on here. What I've always liked is that their projector headlight is not all overly gaudy. It's simple. And I believe, look at this. Look at this styling on here. That's where the blinker goes. That's where everything fills out. You have dual projectors on there. And the coolest thing is, I believe on all of the F-150s, 250s, 350s, 450s, that they keep the cab and kind of the features the same. So if you had like a truck like this and you needed to swap out parts, it makes it very easy to go on to something and find those parts that you would need for here. I don't know how big these wheels are because they put the goddamn Shelby Power on here, but I'm gonna guess we're gonna play guess the size of that wheel. I'm looking at it, probably like a 26. How big are these?
24.
24. I was actually wrong by 2 inches. Not everywhere though. But the coolest thing about this is I actually like the style of rim that they chose for this. Most people get something that looks like a TE or a Blitz or whatever wheels you have. They kind of stay true to what they like. Nice white faces, black accents on the wheels. They got the young center cap on there. Look, oh, it's a floating center cap. It's a floating center cap. Kids, if you don't know what a floating center cap, essentially when these wheels move, this just stays in place. And that's the best part. It's kind of like a subtle flex. Rolls-Royce does it. A lot of other fancy manufacturers does it, but this isn't a manufacturer. This is a man who owns a performance shop that makes exhaust, and you can't be mad at him. If he gonna own a shop, right? Let me break something down to you. Let me tell you something about marketing. You can't look ugly trying to promote yourself. You think I'm wearing this goofy ass shirt from New Jersey because I want to? I was like, no, this shit hard. They got a gun and they got a crown. I got guns and I'm Gary King Jr. So it only represents what I like to do, or like they say in Spanish, El Rey Jr. Or is it Junior El Rey? I don't know. Goddamn Spanish is hard as hell to learn. I didn't do too well. But point being is, look at this. Come around. That's real carbon. Most people put fake carbon on their car or they wrap carbon because they go on Amazon and they want to look the part. This guy is playing the part. Now he probably replaced this usually with the plastic cover piece that comes on here with a nice carbon one. Can't even be mad at him, bro. The man got style. Then you come around here, listen, This my homie. Listen, Brad, if you're watching this, I'm gonna give you a shout out. He said, you know why they call this the Mexican GTR? And I was like, why? Well, you can't tow a boat with the GTR, you can't haul around your homies in a GTR, and you can't fit gorditas in a GTR. At least one of them, but in this one, you could kind of fit like 7 of them, depending on how the size and weight. You get like a little 5'2", 200-pounder. Yeah, you can fit like three, 4 of them in there. Don't ask me how I know. I've never owned a truck. This is just hypothetically speaking from what I've seen on the internet. And then you come around here, this nice, beautiful short bed. You can fit anything in it. A dirt bike, a couple of sets of tires and wheels. That's what I like about it. And it's plastic line. You can get the Rhino Light. For people that don't know what Rhino Light, it's just bed protection. If you don't want to scratch the bed of the truck, you want to kind of keep the value up. If you just have a true work truck and you want to be a man and I don't want to do this, shut the f up, bro. Let people enjoy their shit. I know a bunch of people out there with mall crawlers ain't never gonna do shit. They ain't never gonna be shit. And quite frankly, your truck ain't never got dirty. You probably over there getting a pedicure and a manicure, watching Rosa de la Guadalupe, watching me watch you. The point of this being is, if you're gonna get a truck, do what you want to do with the truck. Don't let people to tell you how to live your life. People tell me all the time, why you do this, why you do? Listen, I'm getting besides the point. There's a lot of things I could do, but what I'm gonna do is hop in this truck and show you the inside of it. All right. Now, this is the favorite part that I love about F-150s and trucks in general, is that I've always been told that I belong in a truck, and I've always been like a small car guy because I just simply never had the economy to buy a truck. But being in here, look, you're always gonna be comfortable in the truck. You're always gonna have space. Like I always say, the number one thing that comes to the interior of any vehicle, this right here is either the buy or sell for me, like either the yes or no. If I have enough space on my armrest to share it with somebody my size, then I know that's the vehicle for me. With my Mark II or any other vehicle I have, I kind of have some space, but that's understanding I'm on a budget. But if I'm a finance a vehicle and go pursue a credit journey, this is what I would want. And the best thing I like about Ford, and you can sock me in the face, you can talk to me all day, is I've been in Dodges, I've been in Chevys, I've been in Toyotas. The interface, that is the number one thing I'm always complain about, because when I'm driving, the thing I want to do least in my life is have to look over here and see a bunch of bullshit that I don't understand. I am not in Star Wars, this is not a TIE fighter, this is not a pod racer, and I'm not Anakin Skywalker, but I am the chosen one, so I've been told. So with this, volume, tune, oh shit, it already turned on. Climate, is it gonna go up? Is it gonna go down? And how you feel? And then you got hot and cold, USB adapters, and then you got your good old cigarette lighter. And other trucks that I've been in that give you this big screen that I don't know what I'm looking at. And I always hate that. I'm a simple man. Yes, it would only take me a little bit of time to figure out how to work it, but I ain't got that kind of time. I want to get in and go. And what I mean by that, say if I throw my boy the keys and he's like, bro, I don't know how to figure out your radio. I'm trying to connect to Bluetooth. You go there, settings, Bluetooth, boom, you can add a device. I don't want to get into a vehicle where it's like, well, you have to put in a code to access the Bluetooth to get to the goddamn pentagram. No, I'm not finna do all of that. Now, if you notice, since this is a full cab, let me break down. You got single cab, extended cab, and full cab. Single cab is what you see across the street. Extended cab usually has those little baby doors you see in the back where there's not really much of a seat, and a full cab is what you see here. 4 doors, pretty much all of this is for you and your boys. Now, the best thing about this from the 150, 250, 350, 450, 550 is that the interior of the cab physically stays the same. And we've used all these types of trucks, and I like the fact that they all stay the same. And this one also has this that is a backup seat as well. So if you ever have a homie and you need to fit more people in here, you can have them right there. Grandma's scared to drive in the back. Grandma, sit right here. It's okay, baby. We're going to get you to church. Oh, Gloria de la Jesus Cristo. If you know what that means, I hope God is with you as well. And the point being is that it's just overall just nice. But there's one thing we always got to do. We got to see how that sound system sounds. We're going to play a good old quinceañera classic. Bro, why is a spam call calling me? Why is Scam Likely always calling me? I don't want to pick up. I don't care. That's all y'all get for free because of copyright infringements. Man, Bro, why scam likely call me in the middle of a car review? Somebody watching this like, this the kind of shit that go on. People literally, hey bro, are you busy right now? Yeah, I am. I'm doing a car review. Can I talk to you for 5 minutes? No, you can't talk to me for 5 minutes. I'm out here trying to make money with my homies. You out here trying to ask me about a stupid ass something or another that I don't need to know what you need to know. Call me after 5 o'clock when normal niggas is working. Like you. That's enough. Filmer man, you know that's enough because copyrights. It's enough of this. We talked about the outside, we talked about the inside, now we gotta go for a drive. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? This is the fun part. This is the fun part because I don't know what this is gonna feel like. Mind you, this is the 2-wheel drive, not the 4x4, so it might spin a little bit, just a little bit. But this, I'm gonna give this, oh, are we waving? Should I drown him? Don't calm down back there. Calm down. Flotation devices already, all the time. We're about to turn this on. Like, mind you, this came on a truck. The truck came on a truck. This the most less. The truck came on a truck for me to review a truck. Oh my God, bro. My son's calling. I'm gonna pick up just for Hey son, I'm in the middle of a truck review. What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Okay.
You good?
Fine.
Can you say my dad does the best reviews in Spanish?
Le llaman a mi papá.
Hey!
Nice try.
Did he say it right? I would know myself.
Your ass smells.
That's what he said? That's my boy. You busy tomorrow?
Yeah.
Damn, we leave. Let me call you. Give me like an hour and I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
Everything okay?
I don't know. I'm kind of trapped. I'm in a trap.
Did he get you? Okay. Is that corn? Oh, it's on E85 too. Oh, that shit is strong. Damn. I'm gonna let it warm up so we can go for a little drive. So we're driving the truck. This is exciting. I've never. It lags a lot of bit. Get these rollers first. So everybody, you're like, why are you so nervous driving the truck? This ain't a normal like vehicle. We got little specifications. But we ain't here to give you excuses. We're here to give you the vibe of the truck. What the hell? Wow, it's not, it sneaks up on you. It really, so the driver, I got on the truck and it just kept pulling. Essentially like supercharger will always create whatever kind of force it creates, but it kept going like this is like driving like a battleship that's heavy but fast as hell. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I just was I floored it and I looked down like, why the hell am I going 90? Why the hell does a truck this size need to go that fast in that short amount of time? Mind you, they are back there. I did not try to go that fast. It just went that fast. This bro. If this is how the Hispanic culture is building trucks, all of y'all are in trouble. Mind you, this is the rear-wheel drive version. So if this was the 4-wheel drive version, that from a dig, boy. Let me not play with you. Listen, I'm gonna advise anybody, if you are ever on the street and a truck this size tries to race you, just say no. Anybody with a truck this size trying to drive against you or drive fast, they got something in it. It ain't a normal truck. It ain't, bro, this world is deceiving. I thought I couldn't trust day walkers, the street walkers. I'm not trusting anybody that drives a truck. This truck don't make no sense. Why is this thing this big and this heavy but this fast? Mind you, this is the big version. Imagine if this was the single cab. This would, I am speechless. Like most people sit here and bullshit you like, oh, this truck is so nimble. This truck is not nimble. It is not like, it's not agile. It's like if you took a lineman and you put a Hayabusa engine in them and was just like run through every motherfucker on this field. That's what this truck is. Essentially, it's Warren Sapp with the Hayabusa engine. J.J. Watt, Gronkowski, I don't know football players, bro, but like this is definitely one of them. If you put this on the field, 10 Super Bowls. 10 Super Bowls guaranteed. And you can still tow with this. Bro, it's crazy that this truck just wants to go. It just wants to eat. This is a truck! This is a truck! This is a truck! Why is this truck so fast? This is a truck! This makes... This don't make no sense. I want one of these. I want one of these. This is a truck. This is a truck. This isn't a Corvette. This isn't a fucking Dodge Demon. This isn't a goddamn Skyline. This is not a performance vehicle. This is just a truck. Like when Obadiah Stane tells Iron Man he built a suit in a cave. That's what this is.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Bro, I ain't even gonna try. I ain't even gonna try. It wants to do it. The internet in me wants to do it, but we are gonna be respectful to the owner. He said I could, but just because you said it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. We have respect for people's vehicles around here. And the last thing I want to do is go through a set of, man.
Doing it.
No, 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 no.
No camera gun.
No, what?
No camera gun.
See, camera cuz. Listen, I'm getting hot and bothered. Lost my hat. Listen, I'm gonna just respectfully take this truck back. There's a certain time and a threshold of every driver's thing where you know what you're driving is a little bit more squirrelier than you want it to be. And what I mean is, since this is a truck, it's not formulated like a car where I know it is unpredictable of when the back end's gonna break loose. And I don't want to be the first one to find out how it's gonna break loose, because I believe in the safety and integrity of somebody's vehicle. And if I have to bow out, I'll just bow out. I'm gonna just say respectfully, this is a truck that is built to a purpose of I can't even comprehend. That it's just mechanical nonsense, foolishry, undeplorable, detectable. As much as I want to do more, I'ma just bow out. I'm gonna have to tell Filmer Man and Gilbert that I got my man 105 SoCal with me in the truck. He been quiet the whole time. Sir, your boy, listen, new level performance. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even have to say nothing. Everybody, I gotta be real with you for a second. I gotta be super real with you. Now, usually I'm very competent in the things that I drive, and I feel very capable of my skills. And I will be the first person to admit, if I don't feel comfortable, I will shut it down immediately. Something about this truck, low key, high key scares the shit out of me. Now you're saying, well, you're a pussy, it's just a 600 power truck. I'll describe it to you. When I'm in the truck, as it reaches about like 85-ish horsepower, I can feel it. It wants to dance in the back. And it's just a mind game. I know if I just stay and roll into it, it'll be fine and it won't dance around. But at the same time, if this was my vehicle, I would have no problem with that. But this is a person's vehicle that has trusted me to use it. Yes, they said I could beat on it. Yes, they said I could do whatever. But at the same time, I don't want to return this in a condition which I don't want them to be unsatisfied with. Which means is that I've seen a lot of people that I've known or heard about use a vehicle and then they dog it, then something happens, and then what happens? Who gonna pay for this? I don't want to be responsible for this. So respectfully, listen, AR Performance, you built a hell of a truck. New level performance, you have a truck that is unfathomable to the words that are in my head, 105 SoCal, I understand why you brought this on a flatbed. Like, anybody that brings something to me on a flatbed means this thing's about they know what's the business. So respectfully, the rating on this truck, if you want an F-150 for a family, for comfort, I recommend you get it. If you want an F-150 to win some races and do some side betting, I highly recommend it. Mind you, this is only 600 horsepower and this is a full cab. I didn't even get the short bed. We still got to get the short bed, and on top of that, we might do a part 2 of this when the owner shows me how to drive this the proper way. Till then, suggest what car or truck or aquatic vehicle that you want us to review, and we'll review it. Thank you for watching. Stay black. Damn, there's a truck.